the channel. We're going to have a deeper look at Chiliz. So if you saw my video yesterday, you would have seen I spoke about the potential entry price, etc., and where price could potentially go next. Now, this is a follow-up video and an update because now we're going to look at where price will potentially be going. Now, make sure you stick around because as always, I drop gems. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, turn the bell notification on so you can stay up to date on all my recent videos. Remember, guys, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice. So always make sure to do your own research. With that being said, let's get into the video. As always, guys, I'm not going to bore you to death with the fundamentals per se. You want to know where price could potentially go next from a technical and of course, fundamental perspective. So we're going to look at this more in depth. So let's have a look. Yesterday, I said potentially price could pull back to the 61.8 fib level, which would be around 37 cents. Let's just measure the percentage. So price would need to fall about 37% for price to hit that level. Now, this is the problem. And I guess as traders, investors, we're always going to have this issue. Where should we be entering? Now, from a day trade perspective, I purely would not enter this, if I'm looking to just get in and out really fast, just because price has actually moved since the start of the year. Let's just go all the way back. So since the start of the year, price has moved. We'll do it from January. Let's just keep going back. There we go. So from the start of the year, we saw all-time high of over 4,000%. It's close to 5,000%. Price is now up just I say just, is insane, right? Just over 3,000% for the year so far. Now, of course, for the cryptocurrency space, is this a huge move? To be honest with you, not really, especially as we haven't seen much movement. We haven't seen much movement at all, but we are seeing, the NFT space really start to take off this year, which is why we're starting to see these straight line moves to the upside. So the question that we have on the table is, are we in this for the long term, or do we just want to take profits, quick pump and dump? Do I want to be in this for less than a month, 2 months, etc.? Now, me personally, I want to be in this for the long term, right? I believe the NFT space will continue to grow year on year, especially as more people enter the market. And the good thing about the NFT space is it's actually number one trending without on Google itself, right? They've overtaken DeFi. Just from a crypto, I'm talking about the crypto world here, not just, I'm not referring to traditional products, etc. But from the crypto space, the NFT is now trending above DeFi. So that says it all. And I believe the reason why is because we're getting people that are not really in it so people that are not necessarily trading cryptocurrencies itself or buying or own any cryptocurrencies. These are just general collectors that want to get involved in the actual NFT collectible side of things. And obviously we have people like you and me, or even if you are a collectible, that are in this for the obviously the investment side. So we're buying in hopes that this appreciates in value. Otherwise, what would be the point in buying, right? So there's two sides to this coin. Now, like I said, from a day trade perspective, there's no way I'm going to buy this. But for long term, guys, let's not try and make the same mistake I did with Matic Polygon, where I tried to wait for price to hit 25 cents and then it rallied 70% the next day. And of course it pulled back, and then I ended up having to buy at 40 cents to 42 cents per coin. Now, I want to be a part of this journey for this project. I still believe it's severely undervalued, so I'm happy to personally buy in here because I'm happy to hold this for the next few years, maybe 2-3 years, depend. In fact, I'll just let this grow as the space grows, and maybe sell off my coins as time does progress, and keep some for the long term. Remember, if you want to learn more about, more in depth about how to use technicals, fundamentals, and personally what me and my team are doing, send me a message. We'll be happy to have you on board our team. Our VLC network has achieved well over 1,000% for the year. But anyway, I digress. So if we're buying this for the long term, I still believe this project is fine. I mean, 3,000% is not huge for the cryptocurrency space, right? It's not massive. Let's just look at the overall, as you can see, I've been looking at IOTA recently, but let's just have a look at some of the tokenomics here, token metrics here. So 62 cents per coin, 26% for the day. Like I said, overall, let's have a look at the overall percentage increase. Let's have a look at that. Sorry, guys. Oh, there we go. Market cap itself. So let's just look at the market cap first. 3.4 billion. Again, NFT space is currently growing super fast. I think the NFT space can grow over 100 billion as a collective. That's a whole space. Maybe 100 billion this year. That depends on the actual cryptocurrency space as well. We have to remember that the cryptocurrency space is only at $2 trillion. So let's say the cryptocurrency space was to hit 5 or 10 trillion dollars this year. Guys, that's not a huge percentage, because I know 100 billion people start to lose their minds, but if we compare that to the overall cryptocurrency space, which I anticipate to be around, let's say 5, maybe 10 trillion on the most optimistic side of things, but just to be fair, let's just say 5 trillion. 100 billion is not a huge move. Now when we look at some of the NFT projects like OmiCoin, etc., again, this project OmiCoin have the potential to lead the way. So 3.4 is extremely low for that overall market cap size. Circulating supply, fairly decent, nothing too crazy. And again, they've actually kept some coins back, which I love to see with projects. I don't like to see, the total supply on the market right away. I just feel like, it makes it a tough pick for investors. And as you can see, the percentage gain so far overall is actually pretty impressive. And we'll understand that is not huge. And that's why, like I said, I'm happy to get in at this level and hold for the long term. I believe at the end of the day, waiting for price to pull all the way back to 23 cents, it doesn't really make much sense. For that to happen, we would have to enter a bear market, essentially. And that would indicate money leaving the cryptocurrency space altogether. So this was my potential pullback level. If prices hit this level, I'll buy more. I'm happy to. But like I said, price pulling all the way back to 23 cents that's a bear market scenario. And that's just saying if the market was to completely turn from a bull market to a bear market overnight, in which case most of you wouldn't buy anyway. So yeah. So let's have a look now at where price could potentially go. So as you can see, we got our Fibonacci retracement tool. So this is where price could potentially pull back to. And as you can see, 38.7 at the fifth, 61.8 level. Currently sitting and bounced off the 50%, which was 50 cents. The irony, that's quite interesting. But let's delete this. And now let's have a look at where price could potentially go. So what we're going to do is pull out our Fibonacci extension tool. So we'll do that now. And remember, we want to do it to our lowest low. So let's do it let's do it, lowest low and then highest high. And let's just draw that out. And let's have a look now. So drag that out so you guys can see that. Okay, perfect. So if you guys are following our page, as you should, especially if you want to learn these kind of strategy, you should know where our key levels are by now on where we like to do our Fibonacci's. Well, where the most significant levels are when looking at the Fibonacci extension tool or retracement tool. If you don't know this already, it means you're not watching our videos enough, and that in which case you need to like, comment, and subscribe right now so you can stay up to date with all this information. But our key levels are number 1, the 38.2 Fibonacci level. Number 2 is our 61.8 level. These are our two main Fibonacci retracement and extension levels that we all just generally is key areas to actually look at price. And that's again in the stock market, foreign exchange market, and of course the crypto market, in which case the Fibonacci retracement tools, as you can see clearly, work. Just back test all my videos and you'll see that track record and overall trend itself. So there we go. I've got the arrows in for you, so you do not forget. Feel free to take a screenshot or picture so you don't forget, and you can obviously learn in your own time. So let's first look at the most the next level, which would be the 38.2 Fibonacci level, which is $1.25. That's $1.25 per coin. Let's look at our most optimistic area, which is probably going to be the title of this video. Let's see, $1.46. Let's just call that $1.50. So those are our next key areas. Basically, these two are our next key areas where we believe price could go next. Let's look at the percentage increase on that level. So 100% if price hits the $1.2625 area, and if price hits the 61.8 Fibonacci area, that's 145%. Or if we hit 150 beats, $150, that's 150%. Again, we're seeing a lot of coincidences here. $150, $150. Quite interesting. So those are our next two target areas. We'll be keeping a closer eye on price at the moment. Of course, it's not financial advice. If you do not believe in the project, then it doesn't make sense to be involved in this. But me personally, I do believe that the NFT space is going to be huge this year. I believe we're only seeing the tip of the iceberg. So yeah, let's see where price could go next. Again, I'm pleased that there was a pullback. I wouldn't have ever entered this without there being a pullback. That's a no-no. That's a cardinal sin in our world. Now, with that being said, remember to subscribe, because you help the YouTube algorithm get these videos out and add value to much more people. Remember, guys, when others are fearful, be greedy, and when others are greedy, be fearful. And at the moment, it does look like greed, so that's why we have been cautious. But at the same time, we still believe that this project is severely undervalued, so we're happy to hold and wait and let this play out. With that being said, guys, seize the day.